Indian economic updates. The government is reviewing the possibility of further liberalizing foreign direct investment (FDI) norms for banking, insurance, and defense sectors following recent relaxations in the space and satellite industries. Despite significant progress in FDI reforms, discussions continue on easing conditions for these vital sectors. Any revisions are expected after the elections concluding on 1st June. FDI equity inflows dropped by 13% year-on-year to $32.03 billion between April to December 2023. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development attributes this decline in developing nations to weak investment and economic uncertainty. India's current FDI policy is already more liberal than many ASEAN countries. The Reserve Bank of India has instructed regulated payment companies to monitor high-value or suspicious transactions during the general elections, as reported by industry executives. In a letter dated 15 April, the RBI urged payment system operators to prevent potential misuse of electronic fund transfers that could influence voters or indirectly support election candidates. The directive emphasizes tracking high-value merchant payments and scrutinizing recurring person-to-person transactions. Notable fintech companies like Razorpay, Cashfree, and MSWI, along with mobile wallet providers like PhonePe and MobiKwik, fall under this regulatory oversight. The RBI's move aligns with concerns raised by the Election Commission of India, focusing on monitoring and reporting dubious digital transactions amid increasing cash circulation during elections. Intense heat across southern, eastern, and western regions has sparked an early surge in air conditioner demand. Installations are now taking up to 2 weeks in some areas, with companies at risk of depleting stocks. Sales have tripled compared to the previous year, even in traditionally low-demand markets experiencing temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius. Before the onset of peak summer in the north, these figures are remarkable. Retailers like Giriya's, Great Eastern Retail, and Vijay Sales are witnessing significant spikes in daily AC sales. However, delayed deliveries and installations are becoming commonplace due to the sudden demand surge, with industry concerns growing about component shortages and strained supply chains. Millet prices have surged due to increased demand, government promotion, social media influence, and a slight production dip. Recent data reveals ragi inflation at 16.6% in March, the second highest in over 6 years. Despite government efforts, ragi cultivation decreased to 1.04 million hectares in 2023-24 from 1.16 million in the previous year. Jowar, experiencing similar trends, saw a production rise to 4.03 million tons from 3.81 million tons, with cultivation area growing marginally. The rising popularity of millets in snacks and sweets has driven demand, causing shortages. Large food firms like ITC, Tata, and Nestle are expanding their millet product lines. Despite improved monsoon forecasts, heat and demand may continue to strain output and prices. In FY24, India's net direct tax collections grew 17.7% YoY to 19.58 lakh crore, surpassing both budget and revised estimates. The surplus provides the centre with fiscal space to achieve its FY24 deficit target of 5.8%. Initially projected at 18.23 lakh crore, the budget was revised to 19.45 lakh crore. Both corporate and personal income taxes saw robust double-digit growth, with corporate tax at 9.11 lakh crore, up 10.26% YoY, and personal tax at 10.44 lakh crore, up 25.23% YoY. Gross direct tax collections reached 23.37 lakh crore, up 18.48% YoY, while refunds totaled 3.79 lakh crore for FY24.